move to rearrest Tinubu by the FBI as US court fixed new date for argument over release of Tinubu's records with the FBI. Okay, now you see, dem talk say person tell me that very thing say anyone that has a case with the US government cannot be free until that person is that person satisfies that very case or argument with the court and is declared free and acquitted. But so far, the case was not declared, was not dismissed, or you are not declared free. Just know it that you will still be invited. You will still be invited for a hearing. You all are aware of Tinubu's case with the FBI concerning certificate forgery and all of that. Now, Tinubu has now returned back to the court for a rehearing and for him to still prove himself innocent of that very allegation. Okay, let's quickly check the content. Good morning. I greet you, everyone. It's time for today's news. The files were also expected to clarify decades-long controversies regarding Mr. Tinubu's background, including the name, age, and gender under which he entered the U.S. The U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia in Washington, D.C. has fixed a new date to advance a motion to release or withhold President Bola Tinubu's records by its security agencies, including the Federal Bureau of Investigation (FBI) and Central Intelligence Agency (CIA). In 2022, anti-corruption campaigner Aaron Greenspan teamed up with Nigerian journalist David Hundeyin to submit a FOIA request for the FBI to turn over Mr. Tinubu's case files under their control, particularly his role in a narcotic trafficking ordeal that had him forfeit $460,000 in the US government in 1993. The files were also expected to clarify decades-long controversies regarding Mr. Tinubu's background, including the name, age, and gender under which he entered the United States. Last September, the FBI granted Mr. Greenspan's request to release Mr. Tinubu's records. But Mr. Tinubu fiercely resisted the move as he pleaded with the court that he would be adversely affected should the files be in the public domain. Mr. Greenspan's efforts to expedite the release of the FBI files before the Nigerian Supreme Court could pass a judgment on the electoral dispute challenging Mr. Tinubu's victory were unsuccessful. You see, the politics in Nigeria is very, very strong than the politics in the US or UK. You see, the whites, they live a very straight life. They are not dubious people. They are not as dubious as we are here in Nigeria. I want to tell you the truth, my dear. You and I know. Both in professionalism and in relationship, they are just very, very straightforward people. Imagine what Tinubu have just said, that that they should not release the record because he is going to be publicly affected. Why? Since you know that you are innocent, why are you preventing them from releasing your records? I don't really understand. My dear listeners, these are the things that the Senate, sorry, the Senate, yes, and the INEC supposed to put into consideration before accepting Tinubu at first as president of Nigeria, as an aspirant to say, but they never did that. You see that? So um, I would say that this case is uh, unconclusive. It's unconclusive. It has not been concluded. You understand? It hasn't been concluded yet. Okay. So